Fundación Raíces Dominicana presenta Noche Latina 2023. Este 27 de abril. Una noche repleta de entretenimientos con la revolución urbana del momento. Flow 28. Para deleitarnos, la salsa con clase de David Cava. La sensación del momento, Ángel Diol. El bachatero número 1 de la República Dominicana, el chaval de la bachata. El artista más completo de la República Dominicana. Bueno en balada, bueno en merengue, bueno en salsa. Alex Bueno. Entrada $40 por adelantado y $60 en la puerta. Reserva tu mesa VIP al 1721-588-2744. Patrocinado por Paul Label, Sonesto Bajo y Sky High. Será un evento para que nadie te lo cuente.
Dog life. Dog life. Dog life is life. Dog life, dog life.
C'est from la mauvaise, yo ka dwe combien moun. Even normal, pi pa connaître pour moun. Les yi ka sorti, pi toujours niveau chive.
Wow, 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 wow. Girl, I love to feel it, whipping, whipping, whipping. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Girl, I love to feel it, clamping, clamping, clamping. Clamping, clamping, clamping. Girl, I love it. When you work your pussy muscle. Girl, I love it when you work your pussy muscle. Wow. Girl, I love it when you work your pussy muscle. Wow. Girl, I love it when you work your pussy muscle. What a wow, what a wow, what a wow, what a wow, wow, wow. Girl, I love it when you work your pussy muscle. Work your pussy muscle, baby. I'm feeling it gripping.
Welcome to what we call Polotricks Tuesday. And of course, we are back again. And I must apologize because I said that, we would be off this week, and then Earl decided he wanted to come in instead.
Man, they had some breaking news. We couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to tell the people them. I only come here to tell the people them one thing.
Earl, how you doing? Let me first of all, how are you doing?
Yeah. Good day, St. Martin people.
How's the carnival going so far?
Carnival is the bomb, Carnival is Bacchanal. Carnival is Bacchanal.
Give me where you're feeling so far. What's the feeling like?
I appreciate. It's good to see good friends and old friends and family out. We enjoying Carnival. But I have to admit that, without the young cheering them, Carnival is a flop. The young cheering them out every night, they outside harder than we, the jamming harder than we. Maybe now that I a little older, my son making 21, my daughter making 20, I have a different perspective of life, a different outlook of life. But I never realized how much, how much outside we used to be as a youngster. I didn't understand that level, So it's amazing for me to see that the biggest supporters of our carnival is our young people then. Yeah. No, serious.
Yeah. I think the older ones got bills. They're like, they pick and choose. I think you're going to see them for the more mature events because they have some mature events for carnival.
Right.
Like tonight you got a Creole night, and then you have also the Hitmakers night. That's where they really come out and
understand what you're saying. But to sustain like the cultural festival, even last night, with the youth extravaganza, I was amazed to see so much youth come out to support them, so much talent that we have locally, upcoming. And I'm happy, man. Rama said something. Big up yourself, Rama. Great job last night, Holland. He said. Our future looks bright when it comes to St. Martin and local talent, and it was a warm feeling came over my heart because I agree with that.
Yeah.
From what I've been seeing from the carnival and our young people, shout out skillful bands,
especially the bands.
Yeah,
I
man,
love the bands.
Bro, we have a way to go about it. I just wish that St. Martiners was more open to not trying to reinvent the wheel. I've been trying to help them get on the international level for the longest, and it's not that hard. Shout out to Dimitri Beach, I kind of advise him to let's try to make one rhythm and just have all the St. Martin top dogs ride it like Trinidad. It's not hard, There's no need to reinvent the wheel, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody trying to come. No, make one rhythm try to get all our top dogs on it, top soca, and we do that. That's the standard. That's what the world is accustomed to. That's what Trinidad does, the lead capital of the soca world. Why are we trying to do different? Let's just do that. You know what I'm saying? And he did the water rhythm. You know, and bro, I mean, is to tell you the truth, it's one of my favorite rhythms out right now because of the St. Martiners on it. You know what I'm saying? Because of how they hit it, and they hit it hard. You know, and I appreciate that. So I just saying, like, let's continue going in that kind of manner. We have an international appeal, even though we're a small island still. We do have an international appeal, guys. You know, and if we can package it right and just get to international standards, just get to international standards and do the international ways. No need to reinvent the wheel. Just follow what they're doing. We're gonna be top dogs. We're gonna do big things when it comes to our carnival.
And then, of course, let's not forget, you know, sometimes that we tend to forget that, you know, our local artists, they put so much effort and so much money they invest in it, in the art form, and they get paid peanuts by organizations. You know, a good example is, for example, the band clash. I found it ridiculous that the winner of the band clash received $1,000.
But when they donated,
and that's only for the truck.
No, seriously, that don't cover nothing. But they donated that, so I was, you know, it's like we need to, you know, and I ain't gonna hold you, you know, the SCDF, I like to applaud the SCDF for all that you have done. You understand? I think it's
they
time.
could do better.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
I think it's time we go in a different direction. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? I can't honestly believe that an organization that's been organizing an event for this many years,
well, 50 years,
still getting it wrong. You understand? I know being on the inside again, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like kind of regretting that I'm on the inside again, to be honest, you know, and I'm like, whoa, you know, like what I got myself involved into, knowing that, you know, they still kind of petty, vindictive, favoritism, you know, it's the same system that I lash out against in politics, the same system I just hear destroy that I run under again in the SCDF. You understand them kind of ways?
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I don't subject myself to that kind of, I don't subject myself to that.
They don't give Jack the jacket. No, and when you do give the jacket, you know, you're supposed to.
I got holes in my jacket, all, you know,
you're supposed to be like, thank you so much, oh my God.
You know, man, and they could go from here with that, you understand? I'm always telling people, if I'm faced with a choice where you put me to kiss your ass or kick your ass, it's not even a choice for me. I'm kicking it from here till King. There's not a choice, bro. Kiss your ass or kick your ass, that's not a choice for me, bro. I'm kicking it. it from here till Kingdom Come, bro, and I'm gonna let you know.
They can do better. They can do better. And the thing is, I understand that it's difficult, but however, the way that everything is set up, the way that it's revenue streaming, and if you're gonna treat it like a business, even though you're not supposed to, but if you're gonna treat it like a business, you're gonna tell government, keep your subsidy money. We don't want it. We're gonna make our own funds so that we can sustain it to a point whereby you can make the local artists also grow on a yearly basis, because you bringing them back to the 2000s with these type of prices that isn't worth the time and the effort to actually participate in shows.
But what it is now, and this is what I'm saying about the SCDF, they have lost the confidence of the key stakeholders and investors. So that's where the money lost.
Yeah.
They have lost the confidence. So how can we push an organization that has lost total private sector confidence in the product that they are organizing and pushing?
Yeah.
So how we expect them to get, they can't go secure the money. You understand? They have to find outside other ways to try to get other companies to go and secure the money so they can get some kind of money. And still, the same problems aside. Now the politics that I don't like is when they just lost a court case from Roxy.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
And that's the politics that I don't like. Because that's politics, bro. Nobody can tell me nothing different, you understand? Because at the end of the day, and when somebody asked me about how you thought that the case was going to go, I always knew she was going to win. But I'm so happy, just like you, Andrew, I'm just so happy that she didn't roll over and play dead. I'm just happy that she didn't accept it, you know what I'm saying? And just
Earl.
I'm just happy she didn't roll over and play dead,
That's the thing,
But we ain't doing that anymore. We ain't rolling over and playing dead anymore, Andrew, you understand?
It's like, okay, the decision is final. Okay, no problem. Let me just like fade away and hope that I get a chance next year and I don't get vindicated.
No.
I don't get vindicated.
Wrong and strong ain't working no more. And, okay, and bring it back to America. Let me tell you what's going on now. Just in case you may this has nothing to do with politics.
Yeah.
This is life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me show you why they are firing. Let me explain to you why they are firing John Lennon, Don Lennon, them, CNN anchors, Fox anchors. Let me explain to you why they are firing anchors now. Because the white hats or the woke people, them, there's the woke versus Illuminati in them. That's the real, you don't got to believe me. There's a woke organization versus the Illuminati, them organization. You don't got to believe me. And the woke organization has won. They have won a case where we have accused the news anchors of knowing they lying, and still carrying across the news and lying. And so the news companies, instead of taking responsibility for putting a broadcast together and having the anchorman follow the broadcast, they have all decided to blame the person who actually delivered the news and fire them. You understand what I'm telling you, Andrew? So they are firing all their anchors because they got caught knowing that they're lying about the COVID, knowing that they're lying about the pandemic, knowing that they're lying, knowing that they're lying, bro. And so that's the consequences now. And this is what the year did that. This is what I'm trying to be telling you for the whole time. The world is turned. We are in the consequences era. You better live in truth, right, in the just way, or you will be exposed. You quick, fast, and hurry, the quickening.
You know, I still believe in the media.
I don't. I believe in you, Andrew.
But
with me being allowed on it. You understand?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
not even the Daily Herald I believe in.
Oh my God.
Not even them.
You don't believe in them?
No, brother.
Why not,
no,
Earl?
No, brother.
That's our only newspaper.
That's why. We need better unbiased or not being able to be bought. And you know what, Grisha, you know what Grisha said, the clip, you gotta play the clip?
How you playing Grisha?
No, play the clip, play the clip. No, play the clip, cause she just come up on nowhere with that. Play the clip, Andrew, play the clip. Where what she said? She said, it's time we stop talking about things and start to do things at night. Andrew, I almost pass out.
So, Mr. Julio Romney, a political analyst for a long time, was invited to the ad hoc committee for election reform last week. During the meeting, they had an exchange whereby Mr. Romney kindly told the members of parliament.
They didn't know that? And they didn't know that, Andrew? Did it? You trying to tell me they did? Listen, we elected officials to be in parliament, to be in government, and they didn't know that?
That nowhere in the Constitution, nowhere is the independent member of parliament. Of course, the independent members of parliament had an issue with it.
No, you don't say. This is a funny week, guy. That's why no people here, so bear with us. You don't say, Andrew. You don't say.
Including MP Duncan, who's independent, including MP Heiliger Martin, who's independent.
And what she say, boy? Listen here, that.
To summarize what she said that, she's independent and that we should work on it as soon as possible to maybe lessen the cost of the country by maybe having less staff for the independent member. And also, this ad hoc committee that she's in, the independent member, she's going to make sure work for the next couple of months to make sure that we have real change.
You put him to sleep, Andrew. You put him to sleep.
I just telling you what she said.
You put him to sleep, Andrew. You put him to sleep. Bruh, these people them is inhumane. They're not real people. It's not a real place. And Miss Lumina Duncan, you know what she said? She said, sometimes the party, you're not really sure about the party you on. I'm like, you're not really sure about the party you on? You sign a paperwork and gone on a party, you're not even sure? You ain't ask no question? This is the thing about me, man. I'm a questioner. Like, I'm going to ask questions. I ask everybody questions. I don't care who you are. You could be the king. And if I have a misunderstanding or I'm not clear on a direction or way forward, I will ask you a question. And based on your answer, I'm going to double down on my question. I need clarity. Questions are that for. And so I use that manner of question and answer to get there. So you trying to tell me, you postulate yourself on a party. You don't know the manifesto. You're not fully understand the direction of the party. So what you expect was going to happen?
She went with the National Alliance. That's what she knew. And then afterwards, she didn't like where they were going, so she went independent.
Because that's an option. Because I said that before. Because that's an option that they have abused. But that's not a real option that they never had. So now without that option there, guess what would have happened? She would have been still there and trying to find a way to work with. She would have had to compromise. But because they have that option, they don't want to compromise. They don't want to do big business. They don't want to find common ground. They don't want to negotiate. They don't want to have compassion. They don't need to do that. Is my way. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I do understand what you're saying.
So because we have we've had that illegal practice been happening in our parliamentarian for so long.
The set of president, yes. Because it's been happening so long. Thank you, Patrick Illich, our first ship jumper. Basically, after that.
But you know who's the most? You know who got the most ship jumping?
Who got the most ship jumping? That one I don't know. Wait, hold on. Who got the most ship jumping? I think. Sylvie? No, not
The man jumped left, then he jumped right, then he jumped back left, eh? And I give you a man, and I say this is the man.
Okay, yeah, you give me a good hint, but wait, hold on, I gotta catch it. No, I have to catch it.
No, I won't even say it. We're gonna catch him next time. We're gonna catch it next time. But that practice, St. Martin, that has been.
Brown Bill?
Nah.
No.
That has been our downfall, St. Martin. You know what I'm saying? Is the fact that these people have gone in there, hijacked with no form of country above self. Only they platforming what they need and what they want, and if that can be addressed, because okay, and I'm going to start with Christopher Emmanuel. They said, school children said that Christopher wanted to team up with USP to form a coalition instead of NA and UP. So that's why he didn't sign on, because he didn't want to work with UP. He had already had some kind of deal, school children deals with USP, and they were going to form majority government. Blah 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 blah. I didn't really take it on. I don't really. The difference between me now, I don't really take hearsay. But sometimes the hearsay is actually factual because I just see it. Now I see Christopher, number one, and guess who number two?
Boncampo?
Where he come from?
USP.
He was on USP when the election coming in.
He was independent.
So,
Yeah.
So the school children say, and Earl has seen, and now Earl believes. See the process, Andy?
I see the process.
Okay, good. So that's why he went independent. But if he didn't have that option, he would have been a good boy, still on NA now, still playing with NA, still there. Because the choice is either you stay there or you get off, but the seat stays there. And then the USP would have had their two seats. The biggest.
What you laughing?
Oh no, because it's the biggest. I want.
The biggest loser?
No, yes.
The biggest loser is the USP.
Because there's no.
They don't have no representatives, but they have representatives.
No, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way. My party. You come on my party. We form a manifesto. We campaign as a party, and we get two seats. And the first person get
independent.
Then the next person
independent.
No, when he got suspended, then force another person to come in, take his seat, and then that person got independent.
No. You had what's his name? You had Claudius Boncampo went independent.
He went independent first?
I think he went independent first.
He gets suspended and that's how Chanel get up.
No, because both of them went independent first, and then one gets suspended, and then Chanel came in.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Oh, well, I'm not so sure how the process was.
Either way, two members were elected on the USP slate.
And they ain't got no representative.
And they went independent afterwards,
and they ain't got no
because they didn't like
that
the
is the
leadership.
biggest crime. That is the biggest crime to the voting population.
Run, Forrest, run.
of the party politics system that we operate is that prime example right there. That you come on my party, bro, you know they're lucky to in my party. You come on my party and you got on my seat there. Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
You know, this one thing that pisses me off, which is I was talking to one of the candidates earlier today, and they said, what we should do is that, all candidates should sign a contract.
They do all that already, bro.
Thank you.
We passed that stage
That's why I tell them.
Like 5-6 years.
Thank you.
6 elections ago, we done passed that already.
And they all signed contracts.
They don't got no words.
I think they took a knife.
No, seriously.
And they cut their hand.
We need more than that. We need no.
And they put blood on top of the paper.
Right now, I need a middle finger. I need a finger. If they go sign, I need a finger to be like that.
Yeah, give me the finger. Let me hold it.
So I have proof. I have proof.
I have your finger. You want your finger back? Stay in my party.
You understand? I give to you back after the term done. Put it back on.
When the term finished, you get back your finger.
You got my seat.
Because trust me.
You got my seat.
They had agreements, MOUs.
And you name contracts.
They write it on toilet paper.
You name it. They had it
anything. Shake hands. And they watch you. Remember Leona Marlin?
Oh my God.
When she watched the camera and she said, Sir Martin, I will never leave the USP I will be part of the USP now and forever. I believe in the leader Franz Richardson. Franz George Richardson. I remember because I was at a press conference. I will stay with the USP and I will never leave this. I believe too much in the USP. The week after.
Not even, bro. Yeah, they got no machine. And shout out to Franz. Every time you mention him, I will shout out to Franz Richardson. You know what I'm saying? Because he, again, class actor.
The week after, Leona left and went independent and said, I can't no more. They don't know how to lead. I going independent. And she became our prime minister.
Just like that.
Politics.
Okay, good.
Never trust them.
No.
So when I tell you that they could sign anything, you know, and say that, you know,
seriously,
we're going to fix parliament by, you know, the people who are going to stick to the party, they're going to stick with the party. We have a system here, people, and the system is very simple.
No, let me talk. No, because this, you know, God is so big, man. I love God. I just finished Ramadan, ladies and gentlemen, cheers. You know, for the past 4 weeks, I couldn't even sip a glass of water. It's refreshing.
Refreshing?
Yeah, man. It's been a while. But God is so big because now that we're here, what a prosecutor is going to do about this situation with the parliamentarians then? What's the ombudsman going to do about the situation with the now that we know, now that we know that it's illegal and it's been illegal, what a prosecutor...
They can't do nothing, Earl.
What the ombudsman?
I'm going to tell you why they can't do nothing.
I'm asking.
When we come back, I'll tell you why.
Okay,
I'll tell you why. Polotricks Tuesday, we'll be right back.
Oh.
At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport.
No matter how I try to leave, they just keep pulling me back in.
You'll always be a part of me. Did you bounce all that stuff when I leave? Oh, when it's gonna never change me. You'll always be my baby.
GG, my baby! Thought you said wow! We back again, double, we live. Yes, sir. You love me. Yes, yes. Sing. I can't leave. I can't leave. I can't leave.
It's time SXM presents a grand fundraising raffle taking place on Sunday, May 28th. The grand fundraising raffle. Get your tickets now for only $10. The first prize is a 55-inch smart TV. Second prize, a hotel weekend stay. Third prize, a Samsung phone. And the fourth prize, a 100 Gilda shopping voucher courtesy of Carrefour. It's going down on Sunday, May 28th. The fundraising raffle. Tickets available for only $10. Proceeds will go towards a back-to-school program.
Purchase your tickets at Creative Juices or from any of the members. Call 556-5181 or 523-8272.
It's time SXM.
Welcome back to Polotricks, and of course, I was just going to tell my good friend Earl here that the ombudsman, the prosecutor office,
The governor. What about the governor? None of them?
Nope. The electoral reform is in the hands of Parliament, unfortunately.
No,
Unless Parliament changes it.
This is not what I'm saying. This is not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
An illegal activity has
Yes.
been happening in our country
For the past 30 years. Correct. Go ahead.
That's all I'm saying. What
Yes.
can be done about it? It's illegal. It's been illegally happening Now we know that's illegal because it's illegal. I had a feeling it was illegal.
Independent members of parliament started back in 2011 or 2012. I can't remember exactly, but it happened. We allowed it to happen. The governor at the time didn't do nothing about it. Now we 13 years in from a new constitution,
it's been happening.
It's been happening.
There's not one government that we didn't have independent, that people have gone independent, like gone independent. You understand? They ain't start having gone independent.
The only thing that can happen is if we change our electoral, if we actually have electoral
There's
reform.
no need to change.
But they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because it benefits themselves.
No, I understand what you're saying, but this is an illegal practice. This is not a right practice. So this can't happen.
It's been happening.
So it's been illegally happening.
Yes.
That's my point.
Yes.
So what the prosecutor, the governor, the ombudsman going to do about it?
The electoral committee, nothing. They can't do nothing about it because they haven't been doing nothing about it. So to come now abruptly and say, hey, Krisha, pack up your bags. You can't be independent anymore.
Yeah, you see,
goes back to MP Bryson.
Now you know, so the consequences of knowing.
Yeah.
Now you know, so there's the consequences of it.
Okay, but then the consequence would be this. You ready for this? If we send Krisha home, for example, guess who comes in her place? Dr. Luke Mercelina. Is Dr. Luke Mercelina still with the up party?
Yes, then he got to go.
You see, but you saying that now. But you see, according to the Constitution, it goes to the next person in line. He would be the next person in line.
But he done gone independent too, so you skip he.
How you just skipping he?
But because he done fight himself on the pay. He done fight himself on the party. So
he get those amount of votes on the party.
But he no longer on the party member.
Yes.
He no longer on the party. So it don't come for he. So you skip he. That's normal thing, Andrew.
Earl, what I'm saying is it's a bit more complex than to just tell people to go home.
And what I'm saying is Martin not the real players. Are there shots from Andrew Dick? He outside with the carnival special M, you know what I'm saying?
It could be the Juve troop.
Yeah, man, he got a Juve troop because not the real players because this is impossible. And this is what, and I'm just happy that God has brought it to the forefront while I'm on a political show that I could say it, you know what I'm saying, and actually say it and say it again. So what we're going to do now, man, this is all I come to talk about. This is all I come here to talk to man. People say, so now, Martin, that we now know that they've been doing and okie doke and winky dinking us for the longest while, taking us for fufus and momos for the longest while. After we know that was in the after we had a feeling or had a thought process that it don't work so, our system don't work so. So now we know for and concern. Thank you, Mr. Romney. Thank you, Mr. Romney, for reading the articles and letting them know that they should. You passionate in yourself.
He's been saying it for a long time.
No, but you passionate in yourself for a position and you don't even know nothing about what you can from what you can't do, and then you abusing the people them about it, and then gone independent, hijacking the people's seat. USP ain't got no representative, and they got 2 seats in. And then this is what the way we going forward, Martin. And you don't, and now I don't understand why I'm here trying to make sure with this mockery don't continue. This don't continue.
If you look at it, Earl, and I was looking at the numbers this morning, if you look at it, if it goes back to the parties, you know, the National Alliance and the United People's Party would have 10.
I know that.
10 seats.
That's what they originally signed.
Originally would be have 10.
They wanted to ensure. Instead of MP. So every week we have to mention his name. You know, I was hoping this week we didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then MP Bryson had to go and try to keep the government standing to go because that's been the problem for all these years.
You got to do a little shorter than that.
Yeah,
maybe short.
Okay. Yeah. And then people are like, oh, but he's pulling strings. The man understand that the process is for that. We need to, bro.
I think.
Buy all your shots. Say Martin, buy all your shots.
I think it's important also to mention that you know the political tactics, the politics has changed over the years. It's not the same anymore. And I think Earl mentioned it on a weekly basis where he says, you know, those old tricks ain't working with people anymore. Stop trying to throw wool on people's eyes. People can see through, you know, the Polotricks that you continue to try to feed to the people because.
And this the way they want to go independent. You don't even know the laws of your own. Why you buy Andrew?
I know.
Andrew buy.
On one side,
and they want to carry the country politics, and they want it, and they got the nerve with a straight face to look you in the face and say, we ready for independence. There you go. Are you ready for the governing now? Or are you even ready for that? Boy, you want to do what? St. Martin, we are in a serious times. These are some serious times.
Yes, that's a song.
No, but the power is in our hands.
Now, of course, we have to talk about the sinking ship of the USP, and we understand.
The power in our hands.
I see it in the hands.
Okay, good.
We had one of the founding members of the party left last week. Of course, it was big news. And the question is, will the USP survive this? And I say, yes, they will survive because look how many people left the USP and they're able to still...
Get 2 seats.
Yeah, they're still able to be in things no matter what. They're represented in our makeup of government right now, in Parliament right now. They have 2 seats, but they don't have 2 representatives. Don't ask me to explain it to you because you might get a headache. But of course, there's a new leader in town. And she is, of course...
No, I would like to have her on. As soon as we come up with carnival, let's start to have them on. You know what I'm saying? Because
she don't mess with the late night, and so I doubt she's gonna come. Maybe she might come if you invite her.
Nobody don't mess with us, man. We have no interviews, man. Now you telling me?
I swear to you. Listen, USP don't send us nothing. The only thing I get from the USP is that loudmouth. Who discuss every Sunday, that's it. That's the only news I just get from USP. Otherwise, they don't send no press releases or nothing because...
we got to change that, Andrew. We got to change that.
No, I ain't begging nobody nothing. At the end of the day, the media is the media. If you're gonna send it to one person, send it to everybody. But they just rather go
is the bias
and play it safe. They like to go and play it safe.
It's the bias system that we're trying to break. This is the system that I'm trying to break, and I'm going to try to crush it, St. Martin. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. That system, that outdated system. We ain't doing that no more. Because we all know we got independence that ain't independence because of that system, St. Martin.
Now, it's important that you also understand that candidates or potential candidates can do what they want before postulation. Now, according to the law, between 70 to 80 days before elections, postulation is supposed to take place. So we're looking at either October, November, and January is when we're supposed to have elections. Again,
no, we can't do January.
That is... No, I'm telling you, that's where it's at. January 24th. That's the actual day in the law that we have right now. January 24th, 2024.
Nah, man, no, I ain't staying here all this time, man. I'm sorry. The man tell me November.
Tell you November?
Serious?
No.
Why?
Who tell you November?
The Prime Minister.
No, she lied to you. According to the law, January, unless the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers...
Nah, my mother birthday January 9th, man. I don't miss it. The last time it was January 9th, I had her here with me. You know what I'm saying? Election was on,
Yeah, I know. I understand. January 24th, that's the day that is according to our laws.
We campaigning during that time too, so I was like, nah. Wow.
Earl just get a shock out of your life.
Serious? On live TV, so they know this live. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I didn't plan to be here that long, Andrew. You kidding me, boy?
Yeah. So they're gonna be campaigning during the Christmas season. But anyway, so it's supposed to be October, November. It's supposed to be postulation day. Of course, then after that, that is when it means you're a candidate on a political party. Before that, you're just a potential candidate. You're a free agent. You can say that you're going to be on a political party, but not until you're actually set in stone at the voting bureau, registered under that particular party with a number. Stop calling it shit jumping beforehand, because people can change their mind prior to postulation day.
I mean, and again, St. Martin, I appreciate everybody who believe that they could postulate themselves for the highest position in my country. You know what I'm saying? I think it's admirable, but I think you have to make sense. You understand? You have to make sense. This is what the first thing I'm trying to stop is that we have nonsense people trying to postulate themselves for the highest position in our country because anybody can do it and all you need is a passport. No, have some self-respect. have some respect for us as well as your constituents.
I don't necessarily agree with that, because the reason why I say that, Earl, is because they say that the reflection of the population is in your representative.
No, I agree. And so we going. So okay, you want to make it go there? Let's go there then. Okay, vote buying is our culture, St. Martin. Vote buying is our culture. Yes, a lot of people won't be elected. A lot of people won't get in. It's our culture. You understand? And I've understood it for a long time. I've never participated in it because I don't believe in that. I have not bought no vote that I've ever earned as a campaign manager. I don't because those things are not long lasting. It's also an integral part of somebody's lacking the value of the word, and they don't understand the whole concept of vote at all. So I don't push it. But that's our culture, St. Martin. And as long as that's our culture, that possibility is always there. And those people are gonna.
So what happens, Earl, as a campaign manager? Somebody comes up to you and say, "Hey, so what, Earl? I got 5 passports. What you got for me?"
I say, "Bro, I got a representative that goes in there and works hard. You know, like, and that's what you want. This is what our platform is, and this is what we're running on. And if you align with us and you support us, then yes." And pretty much what I just say too is that, and if you vote for him, you know what I'm saying? Then you support him. When you have issues, he has to help who support him. I don't believe that you vote for, I don't believe that you vote for, who won last election? Okay, I don't believe that you vote for PFP and then have the nerve to run and ask the government of NA to help you. That's insane.
They're supposed to
No, that's insane.
Earl, they're supposed to help everybody.
No, I don't campaign that way. I don't campaign that way. I don't campaign that way. I don't campaign that way.
Earl, when they take oath as a member of parliament.
When they take oath, but you got to vote for them to get there. And if you didn't do that part, then how you want me? Did you vote for me? If I was a politician, the first question I ask them, did you vote for me? So what are you asking me then? You don't even support me. The first thing you have to do is vote for me. You vote for me? You vote for me, then what are you asking me to do? The first thing I asked you to do was vote for me. You vote for me? I asked you to vote for me. You didn't vote for me. So what are you asking me to do?
But they could lie to you, Earl, and say that they voted for you.
And then I help them. I would help them. That's all it takes. And that's because I only, and no lie, I only align and ask people who I campaign for. How dare I ask somebody who me campaign? How dare I ask somebody I sit up here and bash? When they gone, listen, you know what time I stood here and bash people and they gone into majority government and they ostracized me, and I couldn't get no work.
Oh, yeah?
Right, and then when the government fall, I was right back here doing the same thing. So that's the game, bro. That's the game. But the problem with people is that they're not real. They're not truthful. They're not factual. And they just say, like we are accustomed. Like back in the day, they said, even though T.O. thief, at least he do things. Well, that's real, St. Martin people.
Oh, I hate that statement.
But that's
so many reasons.
But
my God.
But that's how real. But that's real, St. Martin. I like real St. Martin. Not the real St. Martin. That's real, St. Martin.
No, it's not, so Earl, please. Even though he thief, at least he help. What? It's to what? What? Earl. What?
You got to bear with us.
Even though
we know we are special people now.
Also, we're going to be like, we thief.
No.
But he make the causeway. What's the problem? Give and take.
No. And
how about he don't thief?
And this is why I'm a realist, because even though I know that's totally wrong, at least we understand, at least we know where we at. I appreciate that people.
I don't like where we at. We need to get out of that.
And that's why I'm here every Tuesday, even during carnival. You don't like it, and Earl Levant Sr. hates it. I hate it. I hate how they took our country, our great friendly island, our pillar in the Caribbean, a Stillmont, which our international airport and our harbor, and has turned it into just a cash cow for a few families to inherit their kids, their grandkids, their legacy, their this, their that. And what about the rest of us, St. Martin's?
Even though he thief.
Right? No, man. So, but it's the conditioning that they got. You know what I'm saying? And I realize that
we need to get out of that conditioning.
No,
Wake up.
But my point we have a system.
Oh, you cut it?
That's how I do my money. This is how they do it. It's like making it strip club. That's why I do money like this. This is business. This is business. This is really make it rain. Me make nothing rain. You know what I'm talking about? This is, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we have a culture of being bought, sold, and that's a slave plantation. We have a plantation system in St. Martin. We really need to break it. For the love of
the plantation name is GB.
No.
Bill got paid.
No, but for the love of the country, man. Now I'm urging y'all, and I hope that my time here don't go in waste. Every Tuesday that I dedicate here, I hope it don't go in waste, and I hope that you guys start to wake up and understand what I'm trying to, what I've always been trying to explain. You have your thought process about what I here for. You could have that's your prerogative. That's your right in your liberty to have that. But I'm gonna come here and say my stuff, show my stuff, prove myself, and I hope that who can see and who understand really and truly get the purpose or the direction of what I'm trying to do here. And we cannot continue in the manner that we have continued. Because again, how I thank God for being able to come here and say, so now what, that we know that there's no member of, there's no independent member. So now what, St. Martin, look at that. They've been abusing a system or practice for so long in their benefit, and now to come and find out it's an illegal practice. It never should have happened, never could have been practiced. So now what, St. Martin? Where do we go from here?
You know what? You know where we go from here?
You tell me, Angela. You tell us, people.
We see you back next week, Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching Polotricks. Of course, it's all about Bacchanal. Next week, Tuesday, that's the second day parade. Can we take next week off, please? Because it's second day parade. It's Labor Day.
If something come up again, that is imperative for us to hammer down and hammer home on, we take no days off, Andrew. You understand? Okay. I'll be here for that. Okay? Because this was breaking news, and it was it's very important for us to understand, St. Martin, that I don't do things wrong, and I don't do things wrong and strong. And again, this country has been wrong and strong for too long, and that the truth is finally coming to the surfaces.
At least he thief a little bit, but he helped. Just a little bit. See you next week. Bye.
At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport.